Hello there and good evening to you all. I thought I'd start off this video by showing you this easel card made with the Spellbinder's new nested bats. I started off by folding this piece of paper twice, or just fold it once, and run it through the Cuttlebug with the die on it, and just making sure that those wings weren't completely cut off. And then I cut out yet another bat, and this one was only just one sheet of paper. I kept the die on it and I inked this one up with, I think it was Dusty Concord, actually, Tim Holtz's. And then I cut out even two more bats from Spellbinders. I mean, they all come in this wonderful set. And then I cut out a piece of a fourth one so I could get this bottom part here, and then I punched out with the picket fence from the Martha Stewart series, and in this way I actually have a sort of a locking mechanism for this card. So this is something that you can make pretty easily if you just have those Spellbinders dies. I attended to a scrap event this weekend, and this was my first project. It had to include something with buttons, flowers, and I actually used those new decorations from Graphic 45, and there's two pieces of paper flowers there which I just scramble up just to give them some sort of a definition and some lift to it. And then I just put on a clock on top. I'm just trying to remember what else we were supposed to do with this layout. I think I was supposed to follow some sort of a layout with this one, so I came up with this one. So here's the new stamp from the greeting farm from these sets Sweet and Toxic, and here's that lovely girl with her skulls in her hair and everything. Here's a Martha Stewart's spiderweb border, and here's that grass punch from Martha Stewart as well. This sticker here is actually tissue tape from Tim Holtz, and this is also a new punch at our place at Scrap and Hobby, a big spider that I actually glittered up just to give it some more a fancy look, so if you so speak, if you so want to. I just wrote the word boo here with different kinds of stickers. They are very handy, these. I think they are Heady Swap stickers. I put on some striped ribbons there, and I also inked this up with the Tim Holtz's. And what I have done, I've actually used the paper that these stickers and everything just came with. I just felt like I wouldn't want to throw it away without using it. So I also put some black glitter on the clock here. There's supposed to be a clock in the background. I hope you can see it. I think that's it, actually. It was quite fun to make this. And just to give it a frame, I cut out even a bigger tag and just put some white markings there to resemble the sewing with a machine. And the next challenge that I participated in was this one. This is a vintage photo of a child, and I just felt like using different kinds of dies from Spellbinders to make a frame to that picture. This one here I think is, could it be labels 10 or 11, and the one inside is labels 14, I think. So it turned out pretty nicely around that face. I mean, she's a lovely girl, isn't she? And I just added up some corrugated paper here, inked it up with some vintage photo, I think. I've put a bit of crackle paint here and there, let it crackle on its own. And I was supposed to put something pink and something orange and a sort of a flower and something metally, I think, as well on this layout, and I did so. I also dry embossed this with the Cuttlebug's embossing folder, actually, sort of spin wheels or what they are called. I also put these metal things here just to give it some more interest, and I'm just keeping it simple. I'm thinking that perhaps this could be something that you can hang somewhere, or just keep it as it is. And I've gone crazy with those rosebuds yet once more. I think they give it a nice definition. So a couple of flowers here and there. And yes, I've actually forgot this one. I also made a small basket, and this one comes from a piece of paper that measures 9 × 9 inches, and then I just fold them at 3 and 6. I turn the paper over and fold it once more at 3 and 6, and then I just started scoring them and cutting and just mounting this one together. I also did some dry embossing with some of the Tim Holtz's embossing dies. I mean, this one is the brick wall that I actually cut out 4 pieces of paper and just did the same thing on all of the 4 pages. And then I just inked these up with some Distress inks and just wanted to make them look a little bit worn and torn. And having fastened this basket, I just felt like putting the spider web to use yet once more. So I just cut it out and then I mounted it on a piece of a sturdier cardstock, because I wanted this one to be pretty sturdy, because I put these lovely feet from Tim Holtz at the bottom. So it turns out to be quite a nice thing you can put on your table or anything. And as you can see, I'm really in this Halloween mood, so of course it had to be a basket for Halloween. I also wanted to make a book of horrors or something, but I didn't have any materials for it. But I thought I'd make a book of poisons or something to warn people off anyway. I haven't decorated it anymore. I didn't have the spirals with me, but I had somebody with a binder tool. I just thought I'd finish this off with pieces of string there, here and there. I have put on a couple of metal brads in the corners just to indicate nails or something like that. I made 2 flower arrangements, one on each side. I think that makes it pop even more. Just love these lovely flowers like this. So this is a basket, and it's quite nice even if it's smaller than I usually make. And this is the final project I actually made and participated with, and this is quite a long card, as you can see. And the mission was to make a differently folded card, so I decided on making a surprise pop-up card. So I started off by folding the paper. I made out the measurements, and I just wanted to make a big statement with this lovely picture here from a paper from Graphic 45's Steampunk Debutante. And I continued stamping with different kinds of stamps from a 7 Gypsies clear stamp set, and I just wanted to make it look sort of steampunky but also Victorian with this beautiful girl here. Just look at her long hair. I mean, she's really got long hair. And of course this corset here has got some sort of a advertisement here, so I just felt like putting it there. And I just felt like putting those roses here, and they give a nice definition when you pull it up. And I also wanted to make use of this girl here. If I show you from the side, you can see that she's got a cage for a skirt, and I just felt it was a nice touch. There's also a crow there and a black crow there as well. And to finish things off, I wanted to make this really spectacular with putting a big flower here and a bigger rose there, some rosebuds, fasten it all with some glue dots, and also putting some metal things, because that was one of the demands for this project. I've also put a hinge knob, I think this one is called, here. It doesn't have any function whatsoever, it just looks funky, I think. And I also put 2 brads down here. And I punched out a couple of leaves here with a Martha Stewart's branch punch. And there's also a couple of half pearls here in the corners. And also some metal corners from Tim Holtz, just to finish things off. And I have put some glitter here and there, on the roses, on the butterflies, and also here on this rose. So this is what I came up with today. And it took me quite a few hours actually. I did spend almost all day working on this one, so it took me some time. Alright. So here's the final thing. I'm not sure if have finished this one yet. It's a tag, and I have worked with different kinds of colors, different kinds of background stamps. And here's the lovely owl from Magnolia, and here's a stamp with a violin and some notes, and these are from Artemio. And there's some dotted ribbon there, and there's this funky bling plastic ribbon, and then there's some white lace here. Just a regular tag. Perhaps I should write the word music or something here just to make it complete. I didn't have the time to finish it off, so this is what I came up with. And I think I'll just sign off right here. Wish you a very nice start for the next week. Let's see what I come up with next. But this is actually quite a few items right now, so I may take it easy for the next couple of days anyway. So I'm signing off right now, and I'm hoping you a nice evening. Bye bye.